Not too long ago, I set out to answer the question of, is the Bedrock Wither more difficult than the Java Wither? And a big thanks to everyone who watched that video and offered their experiences and feedback. Unfortunately, one key piece of information provided was that the reason I was not getting the Wither effect in the Bedrock fight was due to a bug in hard mode, and that throws a wrench into the conclusions. Now, ultimately, my official stance is that the Java Wither is in fact easier, because even without suffocating it using exploits, there's still a method that allows for it to be tackled with very little danger. But I still want to know how the fights compare, as they were most likely intended to be. So today, I'll be accomplishing a new set of tests that will get us closer to that answer. The reality is, I'm not going to be satisfied until the bug is fixed and I can fight both on even footing in hard difficulty. But at the very least, we can dial down the difficulty to normal, where the Bedrock fight is working properly. This will only allow the Wither to have 450 health on Bedrock to Java's 300 plus regeneration, but the damage will scale down on both. So while it's not ideal, it's still a valid part of the testing process. Additionally, a subscriber had a question about summoning the Bedrock Wither underground, and I decided I'd like to do that today as well, which we can compare to the above ground fight. I do intend to dive right in, so if you haven't seen the previous video, I'll ensure that it's linked in the description, and I definitely recommend watching it to get the full context of the testing. And it is a fair comparison of the state of the game as it exists at the moment. But a change to the Wither status effect will have a significant effect when the bug does indeed get fixed. Same as before, I'll use the same seed, equipment, and starting conditions for each edition, and I'll estimate my risk based on the bread and golden apples I need to keep myself alive during the fight. So let's get started with round 2. Okay, so we are going to start here on Java Edition, and I have loaded up the same seed we used for the previous tests. As far as our gear, we're using Protection 3 on all pieces, plus Feather Falling 3. We have a set of Efficiency 3 tools. We have Power 3 and Infinity on the bow, so that we don't have to worry about arrow stock. And Smite 3 on the sword. So this is the exact same setup that I used for the hard tests. So let's see how this goes in normal difficulty. So we're going to start, we'll change difficulty to normal. We will change game mode to survival, and we will set the time to 0, and then we should be able to just get started. Now, much like the previous one, I'm probably going to end up needing to use the trees for cover. My experience on Java, I don't typically fight the Wither on anything other than hard mode, so I don't know exactly how different this is going to be. My belief is that it's just the damage scaling, and there's not really anything else. But I could be wrong, because again, I'm not too familiar with it. Okay. A lot of this fight, what I found on both editions, is listening to the skulls, the shots that are being shot, in order to try and time this. I am actually doing better than I was doing on the hard version. I have not gotten withered yet. Oh. He is definitely pummeling some serious holes, though. And I missed that one. And that one. Okay, that's the Wither effect. No, not in the water. Not in the water. Okay. We need to get away. Oh boy. I'm gonna lose some of my progress. This is, unfortunately, one thing that... Where'd you go? One thing that is different this time is my puppy chewed through my subwoofer cable, so my sound is actually a little bit different this time. Oh no, he's gonna kill them, and he's gonna get some health back. I need to keep the pressure on. I need to keep the pressure on here. Dang it. Where are you? Oh no, that was pretty direct. I need to be more careful than that. Okay, where are you? No! Nope, not yet. We'll use one here as we're below half and withered. Oh, I'm not withered anymore. So one of the first things I did notice with this one is it felt like it took a little bit more of a direct hit to get the wither status. Okay, alright. I need to... Dang it, I was too slow. Too slow. Where are you? Where are you? There. Eat and... Can we... Where is he? Oh no. Oh shoot. Nope, nope, nope. He's fighting bees. And there's a wither rose. Okay, come on. Maybe we can get him out in the open. There we go. Where are you? Stop. Okay. Okay, come on, come on. I can't run. I'm being too constantly attacked. Okay, this is... Oh boy. Eating a golden apple. Oh boy, oh boy. He has me in trouble. We might have to do like we did last time and get in the water. Why? Yep. It's not pretty, I know, but I can do a lot of damage to him quickly this way. I think... Yeah. And then how much time left? So yeah, we won't die from that. Okay. So, actually big difference for the normal mode. Hold on, let me get out of the water here. Yeah, so in a normal playthrough, like a typical survival world, I would have depth strider, so getting in the water is a lot more painful. But I do see a big difference between the hard and normal mode here on Java. As I recall, it took us 7 to 8 golden apples not to die on hard mode, and this was only 3 plus 5 pieces of bread, so actually not too bad. Alright, let's hop over to Bedrock. Okay. Let's let this load up. Here we are on Bedrock. Same seed. Same gear, protection 3 plus feather falling 3, a set of efficiency 3 tools, power 3, infinity, and smite 3. And so we will jump right into this. I will definitely suggest that I already feel like this has made a big difference. I'm going to go game mode survival, and then we're going to go time set 0. So I will say that I do expect Bedrock to be a little bit harder this time with the addition of the wither effect. So let's do this thing. Okay, let's get away here. Get our stuff in hand. I may take a similar tactic though using the trees if we are worried about getting withered. I haven't hit him yet. That's annoying. Oh no, I definitely don't want to be close. Okay, there we go. I am having a lot of trouble running today. That is one thing where I almost wish that I was on console, because the double tap on keyboard and mouse is good most of the time, and then sometimes it gets real touchy. It's probably just my keyboard. I did realize too, I brought up something in the original tests about the firing speed of the Bedrock Wither, and as it turns out from watching footage back and whatnot, I realized that as the fight goes on in Phase 1, the time between skulls gets shorter. Nope. So that is what people mean when they say he shoots faster. Okay, our terrain is getting a little bit pitted. Wow, how did you hit me? I don't know. But we're going to try not to get hit again right away. We're going to keep our saturation up. Ow. My finger's itchy right now, too. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't have the same tree over here on Bedrock. Alright. That's alright. We're going to get behind this tree and we're going to eat a golden apple. Oh, I didn't probably have to do that. But it is true that regeneration is different on Bedrock, so still probably a good idea for me too. Ooh, whoa. Oh. Thought I was going to hit that skull and I didn't. Wow. Okay, that was not very much of a direct hit. Didn't do a lot of direct damage, but it did wither me. Okay. I definitely do feel already like this fight is going to take a fair bit longer on normal mode. Okay, what is he doing? I cannot tell what he's doing. Oh boy, okay, never mind, we're eating the golden apple. Let's keep moving for a second. Alright, let's get back out there. We got about half health. We got less than half. Okay. Nope, this is bad. We're using another one. So, I will say that I think we already have part of our answer, because the addition of the wither effect, if it took a little bit more direct hits, I might be okay, but some of I've been getting it with the splash damage, and it seems to do the full effect. So so far I have not been skilled enough to avoid getting withered, and shoot, didn't mean to do that. And that has made a big difference, especially because with the slower regeneration, I'm spending time, I want to be shooting him, trying to fix my health. So we've already used the same amount of golden apples, and I'm going to assume that I'm going to need at least a few more. I don't know how many, because I don't know what Phase 2 is going to look like specifically. I mean, I do know kind of what it's going to look like, but I don't know how different it's going to be from hard mode. Like, as far as my skill level and all that, and, you know, how much he's going to wither me. So, and I do, of course, want to be careful not to get that hit in on him while he's above me. Oh, that didn't hit him? Come on. So, dang. Alright, yep, I think we're probably going to end up having to use another one here in a moment, because it is something like, I think it's 45 seconds of wither effect, And while that is in fact the same on Java... Whoa, what just happened? Oh. What? Okay, so that is a really weird thing. That... Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make heads or tails of that. It appears that because I moved too far away, I got out of his sort of area. Okay, so we did have wither skeletons this time. They didn't die. That was kind of an odd one. So we're gonna drop some water and hope that this wither effect wears off. Yeah. Since we do have the opportunity to take a breather, I'm gonna go ahead and probably heal by bread. Okay. Hi, cow. I was trying to drop him in the hole. Don't worry, he wouldn't get hurt. He'd land in the water. It would be okay. It would be perfectly okay. Okay. So, now we're going to grab our water and we're going to go. And immediately try and get our bearings. Okay. Oh, he's up there. He's already started making areas in here. So if he's up there, then I'm assuming that means he does try to work his way back down to you. Yes. Oh, hi. Oh, you... Okay, let's get that golden apple going. Oh boy. Whoa, whoa. What is happening here? I have been pelted. I'm gonna need another golden apple in a second. Yep, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it! I have found, it seems like, one similarity between them is once you get to this phase, it is almost probably the best strategy to just get right up into his face and let him hit you. Oh my goodness, nope, there's no way I'm water bucketing that. I think we're gonna use one more. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a geode, but I don't know where he is. It is really funny to me, though, that what ended up happening here is that the normal fight would actually prove to be more difficult than the hard fight. Come on, can we? Oh. Yeah. All right. I'm pretty certain I might need to be farther away, actually. Pretty certain that we're gonna need one more golden apple. Yep. Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun, but it does definitely show us a big difference. Let's make sure too that this wither effect wears off before I die, because if it doesn't, I would actually count another golden apple. Alright, so there we go. Looks like we're good. Okay, so Bedrock Wither on normal mode, we actually used 9 golden apples. And what is that? 8 pieces of bread. So pretty significant difference. I do want to run one more test, as I stated before, so we'll get to that one, and then we'll make some final determinations. Okay, so for our final test, let's compare how an underground fight works on Bedrock. I'm using the exact same set of equipment. It has taken, a little bit of a hit to durability, but not enough where I'm worried about it making a difference. It only would make a difference if it actually breaks. And I don't think that's going to happen. So we have pretty much the same kind of setup that we had with the underground Java fight when we did that one last video. So let's change this to game mode survival. Let's change the difficulty back to normal. And just for completeness sake, we'll do a time set 0. So again, this was brought up to me as a way that some people do actually fight it on Bedrock. And so we're just going to see how this goes. Now let's make sure we get far enough away from the explosion, get our stuff in here. Okay, so he... not as easy to hit as the other one, that's for sure. I think I got him. Where are you? Can I do this kind of like Java, though, where I sneak out? Oh, he's up there. I need some light. Oh, hi. This is definitely making phase 1 easier. As to whether or not it makes a difference on phase 2, since we're already underground, it may not. Although, I don't like that we're creating potential spawning places for mobs. But it does seem like you kind of just wait for him to shoot and then shoot back at him. Like he's going to break some blocks, but again, that's the same as Java. Where is he? Can't see him. Where are you? There you are. We are probably going to actually... Whoa! Oh dear, what have you done? Have to be more careful with the phase transition here. Actually, I do need to make sure that he's not above me when that happens. Okay, so we got the wither effect. Can we kind of run it off with some regular saturation? I don't know. Come on. So I keep forgetting though that I do have tools. So I can make an adjustment here, for example, like this. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and eat one golden apple now that we are there. And let's see if I can... Where is he? Oh boy, okay. So what I want to try and do now, like I say, is get a better angle on him so that he's not right above me when he transitions phases. There we go, like that. I hear him. Oh. So this to me actually... Whoa! That was cool. Scary, but cool. There's the other wither skeleton. So that certainly makes the wither skeletons actually more problematic. Okay. I do want to make sure that I keep some light going in here. Oh boy, here he comes. Okay. I don't love being down at Bedrock. And I need him to dash again. There we go. Come on, come on. Okay. Can't see very well, sorry guys. I'm gonna try and get out of here where I can see something again. Okay, got him. So, oh, a skeleton. So let's go ahead and eat one more golden apple. One, because the wither effect is gonna hurt me, and two, because we actually have mobs now. So let me make sure that I don't die to something else in here. Okay, so when we do it underground, ironically, this starts looking more like the Java fight, which I do find interesting, because I didn't choose to use any bread in this particular case. There wasn't a great opportunity. So I went with 5 golden apples, but no bread. And part of me does feel like had I had a little bit more experience with this, I probably would have been able to get away with 3 or 4 golden apples, because this is a completely new experience to me. So that's very interesting as well. All right, let's go talk about all this and wrap this up. So now we have some interesting new data to consider. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. The missing wither effect on Bedrock's hard mode right now does matter. Although we did the fight today on normal difficulty, my estimated risk level for the Bedrock fight was more on par with the Java hard difficulty test. Although I did notice during the editing process that the Bedrock Wither's wither effect lasts for 4 times that of Java, which is apparently not the intended duration. But still, I feel pretty confident in concluding that, all things considered, the Bedrock Wither has a stronger claim to the crown than before, as the comparison no longer hinges on the weakness of Java's Wither to a tunnel setup. If you haven't seen the previous video, this statement may not be as clear, but to summarize, without the wither effect in hard mode, the Bedrock Wither is significantly nerfed, to the point where Java's average damage output was much higher. Without the bug affecting our tests, Bedrock's Wither had a definite edge. Out of curiosity, I did conduct one more fight that I'll overlay here but won't fully include due to time. You see, if I were to estimate how many times I've fought Java's Wither without exploits, it would be somewhere in the range of 50 to 100 times. On Bedrock, it's only about 1/10 of that. After having some practice, how would the fight compare? I tried a slightly different strategy and ended up using less time and items to win. There's also the underground method to consider. For a first-time fight, I noticed a distinct advantage to doing it this way in Phase 1. The trade-off was having to be extra careful about the phase transition, and then some very busted terrain down at the bedrock layer. The wither skeletons were now a worthy obstacle, but still pretty straightforward. Ultimately, this fight was quicker, safer in the first phase, and comparable in the second phase. But this is also important, because it highlights that perhaps the general population isn't using the best tactics available. It might be worthwhile to add a wither breakdown to the guide series once I have the chance to deep dive into some more bedrock testing. For now, this test takes me back to my original hypothesis, which was that when fought face to face, that neither wither would be significantly more difficult than the other. For normal mode, that seems to be close to the truth, but there is enough of a difference in the wither effect due to Bedrock's lower regeneration that I believe it is clearly more difficult. And in fact, I expect this difference to be a little bit more pronounced when the hard mode fight is fixed. My only caveat is that, as I brought up at the beginning of the previous video, there's still a perception of a massive disparity between the two, and it's become exaggerated. Bottom line, the Bedrock Wither is harder, but a player who is skilled enough with one should quickly be able to adapt to the other. And the greatest risk is to those who don't know or understand the mechanics. So where do we go from here? I do plan to release a part 3, eventually, once the bug is fixed, to re-attack the hard mode fights. That's the only way we'll have a clear picture of just how dangerous the Bedrock Wither is. But until then, I think the big takeaway is the Java Wither is outdated. And I say that as someone who has been fighting it for over a decade. I mentioned in the original conclusion that I think the Bedrock Wither is actually more fun, regardless of how it compares in terms of difficulty. And perhaps the real conversation at hand is a discussion about parity and how Minecraft treats its difficulty settings. I am actually working on that as a project, so please stay tuned. I'll return and link it here when it's ready, but consider subscribing to get notified of new videos. I do make a variety of content aimed for the Minecraft community, and I regularly play both editions of the game. Let me know your own thoughts in the comments, and feel free to offer ideas for future tests. In fact, a big shout out to David Monroe for the suggestion to try the Bedrock Wither underground. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you for the next one, and as always, thank you for watching.